Melanie's boyfriend is, of course, thinking about the football, because this is what men tell you they are thinking if you ever ask them. And of course, these men are telling the truth, although under the football, something else stirring. Some big old lizard with a flickering tongue. Somewhere under the football, the painful pad of his right thumb, a slight itch on the bony bit of his skull, and under the itch, or beyond the itch, an opening, a gap, a place, the bang of a blue sky on some far planet. He is a boy, remember, where 3 moons rise and set. And he has the ball. He runs with the ball. He's there. He's done it. Touchdown. Yes. Under the football, he is thinking vindication. Thousands of men surging as one man from their plastic stadium chairs. Yes. Melanie, meanwhile, is sucking at her dental implant, which feels a little loose, and this tiny sound is just terrible for her boyfriend, who is very sensitive to anatomically internal noises, especially ones inside other people, especially inside their mouths. Melanie's boyfriend is very acutely aware of the tongues and the saliva of other human beings, and sometimes also the dog at night when it is licking itself. Apples are the worst. It is as though the slurp and chomp of other people's mastication happens inside his brain. No respecting that line between his inner life and the outside world. It is a complete invasion, like torture almost, while he is trying to sort out the post, trying to sort the goddamn insurance. But, you know, Melanie and her boyfriend, I wish them well. I think she is a dreamer and he is a treasure. He keeps them both safe, and in time, they will each learn exactly what the other one thinks. He thinks, soft, that smell. She thinks, a nice long time. We don't walk down the same street as the person walking beside us. All we can do is tell the other person what we see. We can point at things and try to name them. If we do this well, our friend can look at the world in a new way. We can meet. When I began thinking about all this, I was interested in empathy, like it's the solution. And it is, to pretty much everything. I thought about gender and empathy, religion and empathy, the evolutionary benefits of empathy. I had a big, beautiful cake in my head called Feeling the Pain of Others, and I sliced it this way and that because I thought that emotion is the bridge between people. Sentiment crosses space. Sympathy is a gas exhaled by one, inhaled by the other. Empathy, it's just like melting. We can merge, you know. We can connect. We can cry at the same movie, you and I. But some people can't do this really quite complicated thing. There is a gap. These days, I think there is a real gap between me and the next person. There is a space between every human being, and it is not a frightening space. The empty air which exists between people might be crossed by emotion, but it might not. You need something else, or you need something first. This is the thing Russell T. Hurlburt was talking about when he discussed different kinds of mental experience. People are different, and they think differently. Now, I think the word we need is translation. It took me a long time to get to this point of happy separateness. When I was a child, I thought we were all the same. Like I had telepathic powers and you had telepathic powers, and that was so nice. We were all together, so it was hard, it was very lonely to discover that this was not true. But listen, that girl who gave birth in a toilet who did not even know she was pregnant? How could that happen, we say, and of course she was in denial, she was poor. That is one girl. Then there is the other girl, and she has pain, not just before and during childbirth, not just before and during her period, but when she ovulates. A girl who feels the actual egg flooping into the fallopian tube. Mittelschmerz. It has a name in German, so it must be real. I knew one of those girls at school. She felt everything. She was distracted in class by the tenderness in her breasts the week before, by cramps in her stomach 4, 3, 2 days before, and by the whole shebang when her period finally showed.